Welcome back to the Underway podcast. This is episode 6. Remember, underway is the only way, and today is the day to get underway. How we doing, boys?
Good, man.
Good, thanks for us.
We're in a new space, as you may have seen.
We're in the Underway podcast room. We've set up in the front room. It's here. We've assimilated. We're ready to go. I don't know if we're moving. If we get someone to rent out this room, it's probably worth the money.
Is definitely not as comfy as Sam's couch. So
Not gonna lie, though.
I'm missing his couch right now.
I'm comfy over here.
No, I'm comfy, but I have to wake up a bit earlier. When it's at my house, like if you guys come at 10:30, I'm waking up at 10:29.
But that's good. I reckon Sam's too comfy at his house.
Mate, I've been
He's
up
just
since
chilling.
4 o'clock this morning.
This is neutral ground.
Yeah.
I've already had a nap. I did.
No, what I like about this
That's
though
nice.
is we have this back wall to decorate. So that's what I like about what's going on in here.
Well, we're talking about potentially doubling the podcast room as an office. Could be a thing. Could be a thing. We'll get into it in what we're going to talk about today. But today is our 4th birthday episode. We turned 4 last week, actually.
It was on the 24th or 25th. I don't know if
25th.
It's 25th.
Yes.
25th.
Yep. 25th of March we turned 4. So happy birthday us. Happy birthday boys. Happy birthday Underway. Today what we're going to do is we're going to give you 4 of our future goals as Underway, our plans, what we've got ahead of us and what we'd like to do as a gym and as a community and what we like to do to best support our members and just fulfill us as gym owners. So we're going to, without further ado, we're going to get stuck into it for our 4th birthday podcast special. This is number 1. Our first future goal is to get a competitive team to the CrossFit Games. That is something we would like to achieve as a gym, as a CrossFit affiliate. As an affiliate that pays our affiliate fee every year to enter the Open officially, we would like to get a team to get there, boys. How are we going to do it? How are we going to get a team there?
Well, I reckon we're doing the right things. We are doing the right things. But if we do go, just before we go in how, are we all going to go?
Have to, yeah.
I suppose if you got a team go to the games, man, it'd be rude if we didn't rock up to support them.
We'll
It's
Skype
like,
it.
oh yeah.
We'll zoom in.
No, I mean all of us. Obviously, like there's 3 of us.
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Us all 3 owners going, what if all the coaches want to go?
Oh, I'm sure
Everyone's
the
going.
Underway Army will follow.
I'm sure they will understand.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
understand.
I'll go. I can speak personally for myself. I'll be there. Well, are you going to go, Sam?
Oh, it just depends on when it is or where. Well, it's America, yeah? Where is
Yeah.
it? What state?
Hey man, if we get a team to the games, we're going. We're going. There's no ifs and buts
It's
about
a business expense.
Do you know,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
could get a team to the games if you just went team.
And then we're going to go to the games.
Well,
Then we're going to rendezvous from the games to Las Vegas with the team and celebrate. That'd be dope.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't go.
But
Tear up Vegas. That'd be nuts.
But yeah, how we're actually going to get a team. Well, let's talk about how you actually get to the game. So, Jack, you're probably you know all these things. You go, how do you get to the games? What is it, top 5 or top?
Well, it's top 3 in the teams. So essentially what you need to do is you need to do the CrossFit Open. Top 25, you need to enter that you're going to be running, have a team in the running from your affiliate.
And you can enter as many teams as you'd like as well, I'm pretty sure. So, like, people listening to this, if you're G and you're like, fuck, I want to go to the games or give team a crack, we can actually have multiple teams. We just have to get organised with it. But yeah, keep going.
But you have to be a part of a CrossFit affiliated gym. And then essentially the top 25% from the Open, 25% not 10, go through to quarterfinals. And then there's the team quarterfinals. And then so essentially you have to complete the quarterfinals as a team. And then I think you need to...
Top 20?
Yeah, I think it's top 20 from quarterfinals that go into the teams at semi-finals. So you'll go to your event, your local event. Ours is Torian Pro in Oceania for Australia and New Zealand. And then you need to place top 3 in that and then go to the finals, which is the CrossFit Games. And you go and compete in America. And that's how you qualify on a team. And that's the process that we'd like to achieve.
We've also been kind of close, though. Like 2 years ago, what did we come? 5th?
Mm-hmm.
Ben and them, did they come 5th? Or am I making that up?
Yeah, we've placed 3rd at Auschamps, but they were only taking 1. And that,
Oh.
yeah, that was when there were sanctioned events, when there were CrossFit sanctionals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CrossFit need to make their mind up. Well, I think they have made their mind up, so it's fair to assume this probably won't change.
It feels that way. If there was
Yeah.
another change in the future, I'd be more mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 1 is stiff.
It is very stiff.
Three is, you're in with a chance.
You are.
3, you're in with a chance, especially when there's only 20 teams and they're taking 3.
Yeah.
Whereas there's 30 individuals and they're only taking 3. So, really, realistically, you've got a better chance as a team to get to the games as you do as an individual.
Yeah.
If you have the right team.
I also think like getting to the games, or even just getting... So first of all, before we qualify for the games, we need to qualify for quarterfinals as a team, right? And I feel like step number 1 is low-key just like announcing to people. And I guess this is it. That we want to try get some teams and things going next year. So I guess that's step number 1, because we actually had a team qualify this year because I just signed up for it in the open. So you just need a team manager, which I did. I just signed up CrossFit Underway team. So we actually have made quarterfinals. Do you know that? There is a team in quarterfinals. There is a team in quarterfinals. So if people wanted to do it, they can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess step number 1 would be letting people know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we might have to tap a few people on the shoulder.
Yeah, because I honestly reckon there's 8 people that we could probably maybe even push for 2 teams to try and make quarters.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
So what's a team made up of? That's people might not know what's actually involved in the team.
Yeah. So 2 females, 2 males.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think on the roster it might be 6 because I think there's emergencies.
Yeah.
I think there's 1 male emergency, 1.
You can have someone step up from the crowd.
Yeah.
We've lost a team member. We need someone immediately. And then bang, you stand up.
I remember 1 year, weren't you an emergency 1 year?
Yeah, that would have been rough.
You tear
but someone was hurt. That's why it was so funny.
your shirt off and there's an underway singlet underneath. Bang, you run in.
It was 2 years ago. You were in emergency and someone hurt themselves.
You mix your pre-workout with the
Russ
beer
is
you're finishing.
Russ is like, if I need to, I'm going. I was like, shit.
Well, Lucas would definitely be ready to do that now because I don't think Lucas is going to make it individually.
Well, I need to talk to him because if he wants to do the team quarterfinals in 2 weeks, is it 2 weeks?
Yeah.
We need to tell the other people.
Yeah.
But
Lucas is going to carry him.
probably. Well, I think I've already.
You reckon Lucas is going to get a sore back?
Well, I worded up Josh Slack because I was like, he came next in line. Well, actually, Seb did, I guess. Yeah. I was like, Josh, like, if Lucas doesn't make it, would you want to do team quarters? Because I'm not sure. I haven't spoke to Lucas about this.
Yeah.
I was like, he might want to do team. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
and which females are part
just
of
the 2 that did it. It would just be Jacinta and Jess, I'm assuming. They said to do quarters again.
Right. So we're talking about how we select the people that are on the team. So I believe that the people that score the best should be put forward for the team, not necessarily who are the most skilled and would be best for the team, because that's how other gyms have done it in previous times. And so do you guys agree with that? Like people that perform the best?
Agreed.
In the quarterfinals and in the open?
Yeah. Well, if you perform the best, chances are you're the best thing for the team.
Yeah.
It is a fair argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless the person, I mean, there is other outliers because in the past, as we spoke about 2 weeks ago, the Open's been a little bit less skilled. This one's been a bit more skilled, so definitely the better CrossFitter, I reckon, is near the top. But in previous years, you've had some pretty aerobic Opens.
Yeah.
Where you could have maybe argued, but no, I agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Do you reckon effort matters? Like if you saw someone put in so much effort and then someone was putting in no effort, but they just beat them a little bit just because natural talent, what would you do?
No, I'd still give it to the better performing athlete.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's a sport at the end of the day.
What if you know in 10 weeks' time they're not going to do any extras or anything and this other person's going to kill themselves for it?
Well...
This is just extreme.
Yeah. No, like if the person is... Are they committed to competing on the team?
I'm going to say no. If they're not, they're just...
Well, if they don't want to do it.
If they don't want to do it.
Never say they want to do it.
they're like yes, but I don't give a shit.
But I'm not doing any team training. I'm not doing anything.
But they're like, got the top spot.
Yeah.
I got the top spot. Like,
we'll
get me in there.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But
I think this is an unlikely scenario.
There's a situation at Schwartz's where they put
what happened to Lucas?
The team members in that didn't qualify, that weren't the best qualifiers.
No, I heard about this.
Yeah.
It was a bit contentious because it was someone's partner or something, wasn't it? It was a couple or...
Yeah.
This is a conspiracy.
Yeah, it was something like that.
We should...
But all I know is they don't do it anymore, so they've obviously done the wrong thing. So
yeah.
Because they don't have teams anymore, do they?
No. Oh, no. I don't think so.
Yeah, so it obviously didn't work. So
Yeah. But no, it's good. It's good to know that we all agree on that. It's nice when we all agree on things.
yeah, well, what's going to really help is I'm not sure if I've completely forgot what we've written on this little laptop over here with our 4 goals, but obviously launching this competitors thing that we did this week is going to help us.
What competitors thing? What is this? Please explain.
You explain.
Tell us,
You
Russ.
ran it, man. You
Russ,
ran it.
So we've launched the competitors this week. Russ, what's the go with competitors? We've launched a new class at Underway this week.
Yeah, so we on the weekend on Saturday at 9:15, we're now running a competitors class. So anyone can be involved. There's no boxes to tick to get involved in it, but
Except
obviously
for-
you have to have the aspiration that you do want to compete at the higher levels of CrossFit. So you've got to, have that as a goal.
So are you allowed to just be in class and complain about class the whole time? That's my only requirement, I reckon.
What do you mean?
You got to have positive attitude.
Yeah,
Check it.
100%.
Yeah, everything else doesn't matter. Like
100%.
if you can't snatch or squat snatch or whatever, but you got a good attitude, I think that's the only requirement.
Yeah. We got to be willing to put in the work because the expectation is with this competitors class is obviously everybody's there who's got a similar goal that they want to improve. Yeah. So if you don't have that goal, you're going to get left behind and you're going to have a bad time probably because the workouts, it won't be easy. And if you don't have the mental strength to keep going, then you're going to feel like, not too shabby at the end of that session.
Yeah, it's more of just getting a like-minded group of people together to train for a little bit longer. That's essentially what we're sort of doing. And with the goal of this in mind, of trying to get people to the next level, because I had a heap of people message me like just after the open, just saying like, oh, next year I want to like take it a bit more serious, or I want to get to the next level. And then I was just talking to the boys about it. I was just giving them some feedback, and all of a sudden we're like, shit. I think Russ is like, we should just do it at 9 a.m. on Saturday. And then bang, we did it. So here we are.
Yeah, and I think that we've offered competitive extras in the past, and I think to give the competitors an actual landing spot, a meeting spot, a place where the competitors can actually exist and meet is really important. And even after just talking to the guys that did it on the weekend in this morning's classes, they were really excited. They're pumped to see that they're now on the competitors Sugar Wad stream, which if you want to be a part of, you do have to come to class. So you have to show up at 9:15 on a Saturday class, and then we'll join you in on that stream. They were really excited to just get amongst it and get a part of it. Feel like, we want to look after our competitors, and we obviously, as stated before, we've got the goal of getting a team to the CrossFit Games. So I think having a landing spot for these people was really important. And I think everyone, the 10 folks that went down on Saturday morning are pumped.
And this is hopefully because obviously CrossFit, like CrossFit Underway, we try and appeal to everyone. So it's really hard, like in a regular class or without doing some extras, to appeal to just your casual CrossFitter and then your super elite as well. So this will help with that. We're getting the like-minded people that want to send it and want to do better. We're getting them together and group chats going, and they can motivate each other, fire each other up,
and arguably will be the hardest session of the week, I would say.
Yeah.
The feedback was that felt like probably 50% harder than a regular class.
Yeah. Josh Slack gave me 1.75.
1.75 times.
175%.
Yeah.
And
So but you're around other people who are probably of similar skill, or if not better than you. So you're going to drag each other along too. So because we've got all those, you arguably probably the best athletes in the gym training at that time, then you've got some competition that you can really push yourself and take yourself to that next level.
And it might not even be the program as well. I reckon it's literally just because they know like this is competitors class. Maybe they put in 1.75% more effort, because more's not always better. But that's something just to note that.
And it goes for an hour and a half. It's longer.
Yeah.
There's more volume.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be achieving a higher intensity because now you're training with like-minded competitive people in a competitive group. So, I think the intensity is definitely going to be there, which is like one of the main things we yarn on about. Like if you want to be good at CrossFit, you have to increase your intensity levels, and it's the only way you can do it. You can go and be doing the best program in the corner of the best kitted out rogue gym, but you don't have a coach. You're not training with any training partners, and you're just pushing yourself. Opposed to maybe being with a sub-tier program, not the best equipment, but if you're with a training group that pushes you for better, pushes you to next levels, I guarantee you, I know which group I'd like to be a part of, and I know which one I'd recommend to any athlete that was working with me. And it would be to be with the group of people that are competitive, are going to push you and rise your intensity levels. Because at the end of the day, if you're not pushing yourself to a high competitive level, you're not going to be competitive.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Yeah. The best program's always the one that you believe in and the one that you're going to work hard at.
Yeah, that's
so. If you're consistent, if you work hard, then that is the best program for you.
Yeah. Get ready to work hard on Saturdays, guys. I think we're going to get involved as well. Because I've heard a few rumours that some people you might be doing a few every now and again.
Yeah, I'm going to pop in, definitely, yeah.
A few of the other coaches, we might get involved as well when we're not coaching it, obviously. But yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note that if you're someone that maybe you do deep down want to have a crack at a CrossFit competition, but right now it's not something you're really confident about. You don't want to give it a crack, or you don't want to say it out loud yet. Even just coming down and just being a part of this community and having a chat and doing some training and getting involved, and as long as you're being a positive influence on the group, you're more than welcome. The main thing is getting people with a similar mindset together. I think that when you're training with competitive people, everyone's learning different things and focused on different things and is good and bad at different things. So, you see where people shine, and then, you become aware of what other people are doing. And when you see where people shine, you can start doing those traits yourself, and you start to become better. And, humans are pack animals, and that's one of the reasons that we thrive in a pack, is because we watch each other and we want to do better for each other and learn from each other, essentially. So getting in a group of like-minded people is, there's always something that they will have to offer to you, but just remember at the end of the day, there's definitely something you will have to offer to that group if you're coming and showing up and giving 100%. So, just come through and let that light shine.
And before we move on, though, just one thing. I've had a couple of people say they obviously can't make the Saturday, but they want to be involved in the group. What are we thinking? Just chuck us a message. Go from there. Yeah,
look, I mean, right now the competitors group lives on Saturdays, but or that's the meeting time on Saturdays, but it also lives throughout the week, And, if you're someone that's showing up and consistently showing us that you're doing the competitive extras, or you want to be a part of that, you're doing the extras in the regular programming, and then you talk to us and you communicate you want to be a part of the group, definitely approach us and let us know that that's an aspiration of yours, but you just can't make Saturdays, that's fine. And we will look at throwing you into the competitive stream. There's definitely ways around things.
Awesome. Anything to add, Ross?
I guess I'll talk a little bit about what I spoke to the competitors about on the weekend, just to wrap up the session. So they had they all had a hard session. We did some running intervals. We came back, we did a workout. They did the program strength for the day. But at the end of the day, I sat them down and sort of said, these are the things you need to focus on if you want to, get better, and just to get your priorities straight in terms of what you actually should be doing when it comes to extra training, because as we all know, more training isn't always the answer, and it's not really the answer for a lot of people, because the training volume that you're getting in class is probably enough to progress for 90% of people. You know what I mean? So it's what do you then need to spend time doing? So number one, in CrossFit, you've got to be working on your weaknesses, because as soon as you suck at anything. That's the difference between, a top placing and you placing 100th, 1000th down the list. And that's the difference between you getting to the quarterfinals or you getting to the semifinals and you not. So number one,
if you bomb an event and it doubles your points because you just had one bad event, then you're not going to be in the running.
So the stuff that you don't like doing is generally the stuff you suck at. And that's the stuff you should be spending time doing outside of class, right? So that's number one.
100%.
And, going going down that rabbit hole of weaknesses, chances are if you've got weaknesses, then they're the things that you're more like you should be focusing on, because you're probably more likely to hurt yourself if you have weaknesses too. So your weaknesses are imbalances, and if you can turn them into strengths, then you're going to be much less prone to injury, and then you can stay consistent, and then you can continue to progress. And then on top of that, I spoke about like, so cool, we've got you're fixing your weaknesses, awesome. What should I then spend time working on next? Now, for the majority of people right now, they're furthest away from their competitive season. We have a few people that aren't, obviously the people who are going to the
Masters
the semis, the people who are about to compete the quarters now, they're still in the competitive season. But for everyone else, they need to be getting stronger, yeah? Mm-hmm. They need to be working on their strength. And that doesn't mean more barbell training, but there's calisthenics, yeah? In CrossFit, in terms of strength, there's calisthenics, there's Olympic lifting, there's powerlifting, right? Mm-hmm. And we can get stronger at those three things. And at the moment, we're in the midst of a powerlifting cycle. You don't then need to do more powerlifting outside of class. Mm-hmm. But you may need to do some Olympic lifting just to keep it snappy. And you could possibly do more calisthenics, because the calisthenics a lot of the time is the separator for people, whether they can do well at an event or can't. And that was pretty much all of the opens, right? You could either do strict handstand push-ups and do a bunch of them, or you couldn't. That was the separator for a lot of people in that workout.
Yeah.
So the good thing about calisthenics is you can handle a lot of volume, and it's not going to beat your nervous system up ridiculously. Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah. So
I find it fun.
Getting better and when we say, when we're talking about gymnastics, the strict stuff is what you want to focus on first, because if you can do 10 strict handstand push-ups, I bet you could do 10 kipping handstand
Well, it takes the
push-ups.
longest to develop the strength.
Yeah. So this is like, you're the furthest away from competition. You don't need to be doing all the kipping. You need to be getting better at strict handstand push-ups, strict muscle-ups, strict pull-ups, yeah? Strict toe to bars. Yeah. Everything, like the harder you can make it really right now is better.
Well, we're sort of going to address that as well with our competitive extras. So we're going to obviously analyse what's going on and what holes need to be fixed as well. So these things are going to be, you might be already doing these things without even sort of realising it. But what Russ is trying to say essentially is just like identifying your weaknesses, and then with that sheet that we've used, I've actually used that heaps. You know that sheet?
The goal setting sheet.
Yeah, that goal setting sheet, like I bring it up with people and I'm like, look, and they clearly see, I suck at this. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you improving what you're good at, like say they're really strong, because that's generally what happens. People are really strong, and then their gymnastics or their fitness is shit.
Yeah.
I was like, if you just fix these things, you're going to be 10 times better. Mm-hmm. But yeah, identifying your weaknesses and then sort of...
I mean, that sheet is really a good gauge of what your weaknesses are, because if you punch in all your numbers and then immediately you go, well, I can't do one of those, or I can only do 2, and it says if I want to get to quarters, I've got to be able to do 20.
Yeah.
Then that's a big wake-up call. Go, well, I need to work on that.
Yeah.
And when it comes to working on things, you possibly don't need to work on everything all at once, because you might look at that sheet and you might go, wait a second, I've got 15 things I need to get better at. Don't then go, okay, I need to do this, and this. You go, all right, for this month, this is my focus. I'm going to get better at these 2 things. And then next month, this is my focus. And you tend to get better at things by doing them often, repetitively. And then if you do them now and again, you'll be able to maintain the ability to do it. Whereas if you just try to bump up your volume on everything, you won't have to recover, and your chance are you won't get better at anything because you're trying to do too much.
Especially if it exceeds the actual time you have to give to training.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I think that choosing a couple of skills and doing them at a high frequency or a few times per week, more than once per week, you're going to pick up those skills faster. The more you do something, the better you're going to get at it quicker, essentially.
Yeah, I personally think though conditioning you need to do year round. So don't just dive off your conditioning and say I'm not doing Metcons.
I agree.
But the skills, like if you're breaking down between skill and strength, because there's a lot going on that you might get. But like obviously the strict handstand push-ups, which you would say is strength. And then kipping, you might argue that it's skill. You could argue that. But picking, I reckon, focusing on your skills, as Russ was saying, and just diving on them and mastering them and then moving on is definitely something good. Because, if, say, you can only do 20 double unders unbroken and you're like, I need to make quarters, and on the sheet, I can't remember what it is, whether it's 100,
150, I think.
150, get to that 150, clock it off, move on, and then work down that sheet with your skills. But I would say strength and conditioning, we always work on them year-round in class, so they'll be bumping up. But just those little skills are really good to focus on.
Yeah, and a good tip in terms of conditioning is like if you don't have a lot of time on your hands, just as soon as the workout finishes, do 10 minutes of aerobic training. Jump on a bike, sit there for 10 minutes. Yeah, go out the door, go for a run for 10 minutes. If you do that every day of the week, then you've just done an extra hour of aerobic conditioning and you haven't even tried.
A lot of people actually do that. There's like a 6 a.m. run club. Have you noticed?
Your heart rate's already elevated.
They're hitting block runs. Like, what the hell's going on here?
You've coming off the workout. You're already in like that aerobic zone or anaerobic zone. And then, that initially will be hard to just get up at the end of the workout and get moving. Whereas if you just keep doing that eventually that won't be hard anymore. And you'll be like, oh, this is okay.
But yeah, guys, if you are overwhelmed with what to fix, don't worry. That's why we're here. That's why we have the competitive class. You're going to be coached. We're going to educate you guys. But just so you know, work on your weaknesses is going to fix you. And yeah, you're super. I was actually speaking to Jack about this on Saturday night. We just had a birthday and we're just talking smack just about me specifically. And I was just talking about the squatting, and I was just saying, like I'm pretty good at squatting, and I feel like it zaps me for everything else. I reckon this is a good little point. Like if you have a huge strength, I would say like take a chill pill on it because it zaps you. So what I mean by that is like if you're really good at deadlifting and we're doing 10 really hard sets of deadlifts and then after we're squatting, after you've done your 10 sets of deadlifts, you're probably not going to be able to give that workout or that next little strength bit a good crack. So as Jack was saying earlier, like assess how much time you have to train, think about what you're good at, and if what you're good at is going to take away from everything else, it's okay to take a step back. So that's just one point I want to add.
100%. Dialing back on what you're good at and then dialing, forward or up on what you're bad at. Yeah, it's good to. The sheet that we've created is really good because I know you guys are the same. Like that's how I think when I'm CrossFit coaching. I'm like when someone asks me, what do you think I should get better at? What am I accessory? What do you think? And I'm like sort of assessing people and what they're good at. It's like I'm thinking, all right, how fit is this person? What are their skills like? And then like, what's their strength like? It's like, there might be another head and skills might come under this, which is like mobility might be like a skill. But yeah, I think like looking at that sheet and actually going, oh, actually I'm pretty well balanced. All right, I'm going to focus on, what should I focus on then? And I would say it's the time to focus on strength. As Russ said, we're the furthest away from our season. It's the time to do it. But yeah, that's how we think. So if you guys can start thinking like that, it's going to make you a more fierce competitor, but it's also going to make you just more fierce at your training, and it's going to elevate you up a level in your training, get you more connected into your training. If you're thinking, oh, yeah, I'm actually good at squats, and it sort of flips your mindset to going, oh, I want to start to get better at the thing I'm not good at, because like I can obviously say I kill it here, but like, man, I actually really do have an Achilles heel, and I sort of want to fix that. I know that's something that really attracts me to CrossFit in general, is the fact that like I can look at my weaknesses and go, yeah, I actually get excited by that. I'm not fearful of my weaknesses. I am actually excited by them and want to actually do something about them. And I'm like, and then I know like, as I've trained over the years, I get to the point where there is something that I'm just keep putting off. I like just keep putting it off, keep it on. I'm like, or I just do enough to keep it at a level that's like good enough for where I'm at. Like for me, running is an example. Like I was not a good runner at school, probably came last in cross country, always had to walk in cross country, just never did any running sports as a kid. And like that, but that's something like right now that I'm like almost like becoming progressively more addicted about, because I'm like, oh, I want I want to figure this thing out. Like, what are the runners doing? Like, what running shoes do I need to get? Do I need to run at the track? Do I need to do a road run? How many times should I be running a week? Like, and then like, how do I alter my CrossFit program within that? Like, am I going to be able to recover enough from these sessions? So, you know, and that's just running. You know, there's so many things to do in CrossFit. And so, you know, it's easy to get distracted and go, oh, there's this, there's that, the other. And that's why Russ is saying, choose one or two things, focus on what you want to get good at, stay focused on them for a period of time, actually feel like you made results in that thing, and then like high five yourself and your coach and move on to the next thing. And I think that's a really good way to progress in this never-ending sport.
Yeah. You can get lost in the trees with CrossFit because there's so much to get better at.
Yeah.
Whereas like, just get better at something and then move on.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah. It can be overwhelming, the fact that there's so much to look at and work on, but it's just like, where are you pointing? You're not pointing your microscope at the right spot, or you're not even looking in it.
Yeah.
Like look at the sheet you want to work on, and then hone in on that.
Fill out your sheets, guys. Fill out your sheets.
The sheet's good. It's how we think. It's how you guys should think too. It's a great way to think about it.
All right, let's wrap this one up. So before we go ahead, was that?
So that was get a team to the CrossFit Games. That was future goal number one. It was. It was.
The games we're talking about. That's all. It all applies.
Well, I suppose that sort of leads us into finishing off the gym. Is our second big goal, like something we want to achieve, because you know we've just thrown in a competitors program, so that's something we've been wanting to do for a while, and finally decided, let's bite bullets. It's a good time to do it. It's very timing focused thing to do things and create actions in the gym. So one of our goals is to finish off the gym. But what does that look like, boys? We've talked about this podcast room and potentially making this a bit of an office. That could be really cool, having a productive workspace and a podcast space that's inspiring us for thought and offers food for thought.
I mean, finishing off the gym is like, the gym is finished, but it's like what improve? Like, well, it's never going to be finished.
It's like gym upgrades.
Like upgrading, you know.
Peak
we always
member experience.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Just like we want people to upgrade their, you know, CrossFit performance, we want to upgrade our gym performance. So we want to get all the little knickknacks that, you know, you can work on your weaknesses, and you can little new toys to play with. I think the first thing on our list is like at the moment we have 4 climbing ropes that are, you know, up there, and we've been doing some workouts with them, but it makes it hard to, you know, program when you only got 4 ropes. So, you know, and you have 20 people in the class and there's 4 ropes. So we want to, the very first thing, which is happening this week, is
Russ is just...
We're taking that 4.
Russ biting bullets.
If it doesn't happen, blame Russ. He's in charge of it.
And then there's going to be 8. We're going to double our ropes. That's an easy one. That's an easy one.
We'll get it done.
Yeah.
Easy.
We're just
low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. That's an easy one.
Low-hanging ropes.
So once there's 8 ropes hanging on that...
What if they take longer than a week to get shipped to us? Then we're fucked.
Well,
only 2
we've got to go down and see.
Might be 2 weeks.
We've got to grab chalk anyway.
I think I have a secret stash of chalk in my car, but we can get...
Yeah, that'd be right.
Oh, yeah.
Sammy's always with the
No, but
he is.
what I do is I buy 10
chalk hero.
I buy 10 chalks, I put them in the gym, and then I go, I'm going to keep one for this moment when we got no chalk. I go, bang, I got one.
It's 4 minutes into the AM rap. Sam, there's no chalk. Sam's like, don't worry, I've got you. Runs to his car. I've got the chalk.
Well, I need to triple check because I definitely remember doing it. Or I
like
put it somewhere. I put it like under a secret drawer for this time. I just got to find it.
It's like when you're a kid and the shopping comes home and you go through the bags and you find all the goodies and you hide them everywhere around the house.
Dude, it's tactical, man.
Sam's hiding chalk around the gym.
It's on.
We don't
chalk order.
We don't need chalk
secret
today.
stashes.
We do today.
What is there? Hollow rocks.
Oh, well, just the barbell lifts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, snatching.
Yeah, so no one
thrusters.
lets go of their snatch halfway.
People are losing their mind. They're doing empty barbell thrusters, no chalk. I need chalk! I'm like, don't worry, you don't need chalk.
Alright, we're changing subjects. What did we just do?
I want
we
tags.
just committed. I
want tags. I want people to be able to beep into our gym any time of the day. During the opening hours, just come to open gym. Beep. Come join. Come get involved. That's something I want.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Fuck, that would actually be really cool.
It'd be awesome. Like you wouldn't have anyone messaging you anymore going, I need to be at the gym at 2:30, and you're like, I got to go into work half an hour early. Bang, we'll be here.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good one. I think the hurdle with that is the council regulations, and and getting insured to have no supervision while people are here.
Yeah. If you kept it during the day, though, it wouldn't be too bad, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wolf Den do it, and they do 24/7.
Yeah.
Wolf Den, Mornington, CrossFit. Yeah. So there's ways around it. We'd figure it out.
I mean,
that's why it's on the list.
That's not as high on my list, but it's on your list, so we'll throw it in.
Yeah.
Nah, what's on my list? I like aerobic machines, man. I want 1 million ski ergs and 1 million concept bike. I just love, because I think it's underestimated that aerobic day I find so good for my mental, my everything. You just come into the gym, you're sitting on the bike, you're changing, you're doing things. I find that really good, and just low impact as well. With a CrossFit program, I feel like if you've got a lot of machines, it's just something you can add in that's low impact to people that helps. Like if you do 1 million double unders, like calves blow up. Like if you do 1 million burpees, shoulders could blow up. But I find just bikes and ski and
the concept
bike
forever.
They're low impact on the body.
If I had to put my favorite machine, I'd put it on the concept bike. I'd put a sticker on that. I'd say that's the one I want.
100%. I reckon concept bike and ski erg are my two favorite. Concept bike is a bit easier. You need to put a bit more effort. Like you can just sit on it and just start pedaling.
Chill.
Yeah.
So why do you prefer the concept bike over the echo bike?
Because the echo bike, you slow down, you're just grinding to a halt, and you've got to push with your arms.
Right.
And so because you can set the damper on the concept bike, if you just want to chill out and you just want to have a really easy, slow ride, you can just sit there and just,
No, that makes sense.
Damper selection. Yeah.
So you can make it hard or you can make it easy, whereas the echo bike, there's just one setting and it's always hard.
That's actually true. I would agree with that. I reckon because you can't just get on an echo bike and chill. You know what I mean? Like after class the other day, I was just on the echo bike, and then I don't know, a few of the other boys. We're just sitting there.
I just get on, and it's just like I just have to rip 10 calories. I just have to.
You don't get on the echo bike, Russ, man. Why are you so spread eagle?
We're playing footsies over here. Is you guys not telling me something? Just can't hold back over there.
We're just used to the couch with more space, I reckon. I feel claustrophobic as shit back here.
Footsies under the blankie, under Sam's blankie.
I miss the blanket, man. I'm cold.
I have to bring it next time.
But yeah, just I think equipment. Obviously, what's your dream equipment? Maybe a few machines as well.
Yeah.
100%. We've got that. So we've got a crossover. We've got the crossover. I would 100% like there to be like 4 row towers, cable. Like have enough cables that you can program into class on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because I think there's nothing that beats cable work for training your back.
Agreed. Yeah. I heard a rumor that there's a gym shutting down that I know, and he's got 8 of those suckers, man.
Dang. Oh shit.
Could slide into the DMs and just, hey, you want to sell those cable things? But I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Let us know. Yeah. Keep us posted. Yeah, I think cable machines are sick, and I think getting some heavier cable machines so we can actually lift a bit heavier on them. That'd be good. And I think they're great for training back and doing all different sorts of little accessory work, things that keep you healthy and give you some good hypertrophy effects and get you nice and juicy, get you nice and swole. So I'd like that. Yeah, for sure.
What else?
Yeah, I think so.
The mezzanine. That mezzanine.
Yeah, roof elevation.
Yeah, let's elevate. Let's elevate. Let's put in a
whole roof elevation or just the corner?
No. Just where the mezzanine is. The roof goes up.
Yeah.
Next minute, there's some fencing around, so you can go up there. There's some bean bags. You can chill out.
Talk some shit.
There's maybe some desks up there. You can sit on your laptop, looking out across the gym, seeing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a couple of rooms back there where there's an osteo in there. There's Ben Newland. Yeah.
There's a podcast room. I would love to have an office where no one can annoy us. Not annoy us, that's the wrong word.
You can go up there, you can, who knows, there could be some cold plunge, who knows, there could be anything up there.
Yes.
The potential
sensory
is endless.
Deprivation float tank.
Yeah.
I reckon that would be dope.
And then
have you guys used those? I've used one of those.
No.
They're good. I love them.
I haven't.
Yeah, they're really good. They're like Yeah.
And there's an old mattress up there.
Dude,
that's-
I reckon we can get. I reckon it's just.
what
does that even
you can have it.
What?
That's pretty much a
How
sensory
old?
deprivation thing. That's what that is. Just an old mattress in a dark room.
Just in case I need to escape from my house or someone needs.
If you're in the doghouse, you go down that mattress at the gym.
Would you just sleep in?
You
our
walk
office?
in, I'm already there.
Man,
walk in, I'm like, Sam, what are you doing here? He's like, I don't know, just want to change it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I reckon we could actually cold plunge out the back, man. I
Yeah.
had a dream.
Cold plungers would be cool.
I had a dream. Just some little freaking barrel looking
Martin
things.
Luther over here.
Some some plastic bathy looking things.
Yeah.
Like a bin cut in half.
Yeah.
Slap 3 of them on the wall. We just need to get plumbing running.
What I
And then there's taps. Turn the tap on and we've got cold plunge.
What I love about us is as soon as we have an idea of what to do in the gym, everyone has to have their opinion on what the build's going to be like. And we are just not qualified builders.
Dude,
we
I've
had a
spoke-
30-minute discussion last week about how we're going to pull the ropes up and where the pulley's going to be and like the design and the architecture behind
Yeah, but it
the
matters
pulleys.
though. It matters.
But it was actually a good conversation. We
Yeah.
came to a conclusion, but like, oh, it just cracks me up. We become engineers once we start talking about.
So my whole point is I want it to be easy.
Tell us more about the plumbing, Sam.
I spoke to a plumber. I spoke to someone on the Saturday class.
Gonna be a dual pipe set up with
and
the.
Jim was there. Jimstagram was there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was all for it. But anyways, I reckon we should do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's getting cold, so maybe not.
Podcast is like turning into Airtasker. We've got jobs going up. People will be contacting us.
Do you know
It's
what's going
good.
to be funny? People will actually contact us. Hey, I can do that for you.
Yeah.
Actually, if you can do anything we're saying, guys, contact us, please.
Yeah. No, Jimstagram is currently leading on price right now. He's got us the best price right now. So if you can beat Jimstagram's price, let us
Do you know
know.
who Jimstagram is?
I have no idea.
Jimstagram's Jim Robson.
It is
That's
com-
his
Well,
Insta-
I assumed it's
Yeah.
only Jim I know. So.
I think he just got a cold plunge at home. They've got a good little start. I think they've
so
got
he knows how to install them already.
Yeah, he's got experience, job experience.
And then you just need a little Audi hole. So then when you empty the water, you just unscrew it. Goes
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. There'd have to be a sign that says no pissing in the ice bath.
I feel like that's implied. I don't know. If
I don't know, man. People do some weird things.
Yeah, people are like this be cold right now. I know how to warm it up fast.
We'll have a special bath for the special people, you know, and they can share that one.
I get there again, like gym's empty. Thought it was empty. Go outside. Russ is in the special bath alone.
But anyways, guys, if you think of cool shit that you reckon will help the class, message. I'm not going to say message me. I'll have a million messages. Message us somehow.
message Underway podcast.
Send info at crossfitunderway.com.au.
Oh, we did enough emails.
Yeah, or just talk to us. Just let us know. Oh, yeah, that was a good idea, Jack. All your ideas were really good, Jack. That definitely come and chat to me if that's what you want to say. But otherwise, don't. It's all good. I had Nicole come up to me the other day, just in a class, and it was confronting. It was a confronting moment because I went up, Nicole, how you going? All good. Yeah, all good. How you be? All good, sweet. And yeah, she's like, oh, I watched a podcast the other day. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, sweet. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, how'd it go? And she's like, yeah, that point with you and Russell, yeah, I agree with Russell. And I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, oh, damn. No, I was like, yeah, no, that's sweet. All
We
good.
had a lot of people agree with Russ in that argument.
That's because I know what I'm talking about, man.
No, man.
No, he does, right? Yeah, Russ knows what he's talking about. He does, yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Russ, your back spread eagle, dude.
I don't know where to put my legs, man.
We need to change the setup.
Yeah. So another goal for us as a business, transitioning here to our business goal of maxing out membership at the gym, which is for us 225 members is what we decided. So that's adding classes, maximizing classes that are currently not as busy, and yeah, just being able to still service CrossFit Underway members to the best as possible. But how we're going to do that is the crux of this discussion.
Well, I mean, realistically, there's probably 4 classes a day that are well attended that we possibly don't need, too many more people in. And then there's 4 other classes in the day that could be a lot more attended, right?
I reckon there's 3 classes a day that are well attended.
I'm saying 6.
Yeah.
I'm saying 9:30. I'm saying 4 and 5.
Forgot about 9:30. Yep, keep going.
Yeah, always
keep going.
9:30 is, yeah. So there leaves potential for 5 a.m., for 7 a.m., for 6 p.m. and 7 p.m., right?
Yeah.
I reckon 6 p.m. is an easy one.
Yeah.
7 p.m. is a bit late. I reckon you're appealing to less people, but I reckon 6 p.m.
I reckon that there's people out there that those times appeal to. They're just there. It's just how we access them is the thing. We need to talk to a marketing wizard.
Yeah, there's 100% enough people that are in a proximity of this gym that could be benefiting from things that we do that have no idea that we exist. So that is 100% the answer.
Yeah.
And can I just make the point? This goes hand in hand with goal number 2, by the way. Because if we get 225 members, that roof upgrade is happening.
We've got a mezzanine.
Yeah,
literally.
So
Kicking.
this is low key probably our biggest goal, because obviously we get 225 members. All that fun shit that we got written down here is happening because we've got money to spend on machines and upgrades and things. So yeah, so bring all your friends, guys. Is my point.
Yeah.
We
have had a lot of people bringing friends. We've had the Bring a Friend for Free Day this past month, and it's been
good.
Pretty successful. And we've had a lot of people come through the door that possibly were a little bit too shy or too, didn't think it was for them, and then had a crack and realised that CrossFit's not as scary as it sounds.
Yeah, there's still people that are scared. I've still spoke to so many people that are like, oh, I want to, but I'm still scared. And like, even free didn't even entice them. I was like, jeepers. What else can we do?
I mean, I'd be scared.
Yeah. What if you heard that it was a CrossFit beginner's introductory class?
Well, we tried that.
Did we?
Yeah.
Every Saturday for a month.
No, I think that these people who are scared just need to pull up their pants, jump in the deep end. That's what I think.
Or we don't, don't appeal to the scared.
No,
we appeal to people that do CrossFit already.
Once upon a time, before you started CrossFit, you were probably scared too. You know what I mean? And the very first session you ever did, or the very first class you ever did, or even if it wasn't CrossFit, whenever you started your fitness journey, you were apprehensive about going to this thing. You know what I mean? You weren't being like, I can't wait to go. It's like, I'm not comfortable. I'm putting myself out of my comfort zone. So you've got to, and once you come a few times, then that becomes your comfort zone because you realise, oh, these people are all right.
Yeah, I personally think that we're always surrounded by really fit people and fit-looking people. In fact, as everyone's can be quite muscular, that we're sort of used to it, right? And I reckon a lot of people I speak to are like, oh, everyone is jacked and yoked and whatnot. I think that can be scary. But as soon as you said, as soon as they come in and they've got a muscly person saying, hey, what's up? Like, good job. They're fine. I literally just think like people think they're so far away from that and they're going to be judged when they come in because they're not that. That's what I think the issue is, in my opinion. So how we fix that is obviously how we're going to get to 225.
Well, you shouldn't be comparing yourself to others at the end of the day. Everyone's running their own race.
Yeah, but we need to make that known to people. Like, we know that.
Yeah.
And everybody in here knows that as well. All the really fit people. They love seeing other people around. But the other people don't know that. So
but I don't think that's something we can change.
Yeah.
Where we are and what we're doing, I don't think we're going to be able to change those people out that are doing. They're going to be scared. And like Russ said, they've got to pull up their pants and come. Or there's got to be some sort of middle ground that's like an easier introductory point for them to be able to get in and jump into it. I think Free Thursdays is good because that removed the barrier of price of payment. And so that's like one less factor you have to worry about. But it's like, if I'm intimidated or I'm body aware and self-conscious and I have to come down to the gym and be around yoked people, and like that's a factor as to why I don't want to come down, then taking those people away and going, hey, this is just a class for our beginners. It's what we do. We run on a whatever day, and people just know that. Then it's like people will like, it's a good way to go down. I know Alta, Project Bayside, Lou is in charge of like introductories, and they all just run through her. They have to start. It's like in a little 6-week like group class, and if they don't ever want to go into CrossFit, they don't have to. They can just continue to train with her. And so she like runs her business out of that, but she deals with all the introductions that go through into Project Bayside, and so they essentially have to do like a 6-week training group where they're training with people that are similarly skilled, but also like in a group that's safe and relaxed, and and not that our group isn't safe, but you may not view our group as relaxed as what we see it. We're very comfortable here, but yeah, that people might see as like, whoa, this is so intense and scary. So it could be a good way to do it. But if there's listeners out there that appeals to, let us know what you'd like to see from us that would help get you in the door. Because like we love taking feedback on. We listen to everything, and we really take it in. So it may not seem like it at the time because we don't hear something and can instantly make something happen. That's not how we're able to do things. So, but yeah, we definitely take on the feedback.
But I to contradict that though, I do think we can do a better job of portraying CrossFit's for everyone. Because all it takes, right, is client testimonials from people that aren't jacked and yoked saying how good it is. That's literally all it takes.
Yeah.
And then someone might go, oh, this dude or this lady's doing it. She's done CrossFit for a little bit. She's loving it. She's on the gram. She's talking about how good it was. That's literally all it takes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I'm saying is just tailoring what we're portraying online.
Testimonials are great.
Yeah, testimonials I think is the way to go. If we were to do a beginner's introduction class, getting a testimonial from someone that was a beginner or that still is a beginner, talking about how good it is for them is probably how we're going to get beginners rock up.
Yeah.
If you have Ben shirtless talking about coming to do a beginner class, probably not going to be good.
Yeah.
But if you have a beginner talking about it, it's probably going to work. You know what I mean? That's all it takes.
Definitely.
And what you got to remember is that everybody here is just normal people. We're not crazy fitness fanatics that don't leave the gym.
Hold on,
we
some
drink.
Yeah.
Some people are, but drink green juice and weigh our chicken. It's not that. It's like majority of people are just normal people come to train to better themselves for so. Yeah. It's just come along, give it a crack. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on from what's next. What do we got next?
All right, and then lastly, our fourth goal for our fourth birthday is to launch an online program, and I think for us that's to be able to reach so many more people and expand our reach to people that outside of a face-to-face person service, to be able to get that reach and have Underway touch more people in the CrossFit community out there. I know people see us, the Underway Army comes to CrossFit Touring, and there might be listeners that do follow us and enjoy our culture and like what we're about and want to get involved in what we're doing and sees the success that our athletes are having and wants to get involved in that of an online program so that's something that to fulfill the gym goal dream for us, we'd like to be able to express what our passion online.
100%. Yeah. I guess the next step is
when is the next step.
When?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's things that have to happen. There's things that need to get in place before we can go live with an online program. You want to be able to get the same experience that if you came to the gym as that you got online. So instructional videos on how to complete all the lifts need to be taken. You know what I mean? We they could follow our program tomorrow, but they wouldn't know what they're doing.
Well, they might.
And there's got to be steps in place to have ways for people to get feedback on their lifts or feedback on their exercise. So, creating a community in Discord. We've got a Discord now. There's not much happening in there, but eventually there will be more chatter happening in Discord, and that's probably where a lot of our online community will live, because it gives them a place to talk to other people who are doing the program and people maybe who are completing the program at the gym, and they can sort of get involved in the community through that online portal, and then a way for them to submit their videos to the coaches and have them have some feedback on it, what what they need to improve and what they need to work on. So, I mean, there's some steps in place. It's not, I don't think it's as hard as it sounds, but it's just, I think like once we bite the bullet, get the ball rolling, it'll,
Yeah, that's my point. When? Because
Yeah.
we have everything. We have a Discord.
Well, that's the thing. I think
We have a camera.
the more time that we put towards that and not developing, what we need to be doing as a gym to get to 225 is, time.
But a lot of these things that we do that would benefit the online people would still benefit our members in the gym. If we were to do a video library on how to complete every lift, and there was a resource where someone could click a button and see this is how to complete this lift, and then get a reminder, like they might come to class, they might have done, might have just been squats. Yeah, we did squats today, and they thought, the coach told me some things, but I still didn't quite think that my squats are perfect. And then, cool, there's this video library where I can go back.
If you want to review anything, go look at the video library. Like, I think it'd be good
I
for
personally
for new
reckon,
people. Yeah.
like, I know what you're saying there, and I 100% agree. But I reckon the one thing that I would like to do before we do an online program is have our own app. It doesn't need to be, because obviously we use SugarWatt at the moment. If we had an Underway app that you click on, that's, I reckon...
That had our programming, had our leaderboards, instead of SugarWatt, is that what you said?
Yes, had our program, had our leaderboards, had these resources, had any resource, blogs, anything that we do that it lived on. I reckon that's what will make that better, in my opinion. Because we've got the Discord, we've got the community, we've got the manpower. It'd be really cool to have our own app that... Yeah, rather than SugarWatt, it says Underway.
You just do white label.
Boom.
That's
what they're doing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Strength Culture, is that what they're using?
Yeah, Strength Culture are doing that. They've launched their own app and they're running.
Making your own app isn't as hard to do these days. And you can get AI to write your code for you these days too.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That I reckon...
Get ChatGPT writing your code.
Yeah.
doing all the online work for you. Dude, ChatGPT will be doing the responses for us.
You'll be sending your videos to a coach, and it's just a robot.
know, Juggernaut have an AI program.
Oh, what an AI writes the program.
Yeah, they did it 2 years ago. They had an AI individualized program.
So they just put
you put your you input your maxes.
You put your maxes, you put your movements, and then it obviously works on weaknesses, and then tailors a program. Shoots out a program to you.
Right, so there's like exercise selection that happens.
Yes, there's exercise selection, there's
depending on your maxes.
Goals, time. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how it's like not rocket science. It could be done.
Yeah.
There's only so many movements that you need to do, and there's, once you've identified the weakness, you're probably going to write a very similar program for each individual.
Yeah.
So 100%, when you've got why not?
So
the robot's probably smarter than you.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
It's definitely is.
It's got no emotion, man. It takes emotion out of it.
And it has the whole internet as a resource.
Yeah, but is that a bad thing?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
As long as the information's verified.
What if they're reading T Nation articles from 50 years ago? Yeah.
Well, it'd probably fact check things.
Yeah,
I don't know how these systems work precisely, but
we're designed to fact check things, obviously.
But how many times do you find yourself going, I don't know that thing, I'll just Google it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I Google. I pretty much Google everything.
Yeah. So that's got that,
power.
Sam
had me Google how to sort out my neighbour's barking dog because. Yeah,
did it work?
Yeah, no, it didn't work. So it must be a cyborg dog, man, because he must be immune.
What was the tip? What was the?
There's like a sound that silences it.
Yeah, so I took the big JBL speaker out there, and I just hit the noise, the whistle, the dog whistle that's meant to stop them barking, and it's like, and it's meant to like get them to stop barking. Yeah, but it would work for like 30 seconds, and then it just kept going.
Oh, so it did work. You just got to constantly play it.
Did you try?
It would work for 30 seconds, and then he'd just play it. I mean, and then he'd just bark, and then it would be like, he's barking. And we'd stop it, wait, pause, and then we would play it again, and then he'd stop for 30 seconds, and that was the process.
Damn.
What about throwing a bone over the fence? Just throw a bone over the fence, that'll shut up.
With sleeping pills in it.
No, just a bone.
No,
But
JK,
Have you
JK, I'm
tried
all for
talking to the owner and just say, hey, can you give him some freaking food before you leave on a Saturday night
it. Yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
probably the next step.
food, give him a bone. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Anyway,
Where were we before?
we were on the online program.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about apps.
Yeah,
I would
AI.
say the order for me would be like, because I think that goal of members really helps everything else. So I reckon like when we get closer to that goal, then to me it makes sense to focus more energy towards the online. But I mean, one of us could just start on the online now. Like, why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
That's my question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah. I'd like to do an editing course. Like, I'd like to learn how to edit. I want to get I want to upgrade the PC right now, the laptop, to be able to edit, and so I can like make some sick clips for the potty and just start to develop what we're doing, like just marketing wise for the gym, and even just like make some cool shit for my Instagram and our Instagram, and I'd like to do that, like, you know, to improve our business. I feel like we've got to invest in ourselves.
Without looking at the budget, I'm in. Let's just do it.
Well,
Let's just go to the
I don't know if
shops.
you know that this exists, but there's pretty much anything tech related. You can go on this thing called Udemy, and it's like $15 or $30 a month. And they have courses on anything that you want to learn that's tech related.
Right.
So there would be courses on all sorts of editing with different programs through Udemy. So
Is there a minimum term?
No, you can cancel any time. It's cheap as chips.
Yeah.
But like it's just
That's cool.
and learning. I mean, these days all self-directed learning is going to be more beneficial than doing some expensive course, I think, because do an expensive course and half the stuff is not relevant to you.
Well, the expensive course gives you motivation, but I think Jack has good motivation that even if he just does a self-directed course, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make pretty things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you pay for uni and you go and get taught in person by an expert.
Yeah.
And you get to be with other students that are learning, and you know you're there. There's heaps more buy-in and commitment. So you probably like, you know, you take in the knowledge, and it's also more respectable, the old uni degree at the end. So, but I know a lot of people are talk like that's a discussion. Like I know I had that chat with Ray, because I'm like, look, I was thinking of going to uni at the end of last year. I'm like, weighing up what I want to do just to further educate myself, because I'd like to I think a part of my growth and fulfilling myself, I feel like I want to always be just learning on some sort of intellectual level to be moving my way forward. But yeah, just deciding what I want to do, because you can do all these online courses, but it's like, if you have that uni degree, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I've been to uni.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to uni. I didn't finish my course, but I don't.
Yeah, we've got two people sitting here. The one that's finished their course and one that
back
hasn't.
to uni, because for one, it's a lot of money, and for two, like I said before, there's just things that aren't going to be relevant to you. So
Was uni worth it, Sam? Now that you know and you've been, like, I'm sure. Do you regret
I
it?
don't think I would be in this position if I didn't go to uni,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Like, I feel like it teaches you. It's not just about the bookwork. I feel like it teaches you discipline.
Yeah.
Teaches you accountability. Teaches you commitment. You know, if
Yeah.
you finish a 4-year course, I think there's more going on.
chances are you still would be here, Sam, because if you quit uni and we
I
still would
don't-
have met each other, so then we probably still would have done this thing.
Yeah, but I don't think so. No, we still would have met each other, but I might not have been in, like, I don't know.
But didn't Beck Herf do your uni degree for you?
She had,
Russ is letting shit. Russ got you on blast right now. Russ has you on blast hard, Sam.
yeah, she definitely helped.
No, you gotta have study buddies. You gotta have a study buddy.
Beck, I've got this thing due. Can you just whip me your one from last?
Yeah.
Did she do the course like 6 months before?
Hold
you or
on.
something?
No,
Hold on.
we were in the same.
Oh yeah.
We were literally in the same year.
So yeah, you did the old. Hey, just show me a bit of your one. And
What
I'll
do you
just...
do? Just need some advice on that. Look, okay.
Hey, that's
Well,
cool.
yeah, but in saying though, I could have got a heap more from my course. I
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
could
yeah,
have.
yeah.
That's
like the first year I tried, and I rode from first year to fourth year just off my first year knowledge,
Yeah.
and then like sort of went down my direction, because I did exercise phys, which is not what I'm doing now. So I'm technically qualified to be an EP or go work at a hospital or whatnot, but I'm not going to do it. So I do have knowledge there, but
Aren't you a doctor?
no, I gotta do.
No, you're a scientist.
Yeah, I gotta do 2 more years to do the doctorate. I think.
Do
Yeah.
it.
No,
Bro.
No, it's not what I want to do. I'd rather be a doctorate.
You'll appeal
I'd
to
rather
the
be a
doctors out there
doctorate
at the
in
gym.
podcast, man.
I'm gonna have a video of you go up. It's gonna be cleanly edited. It'll be like our PhD trainer here, ready to train you today.
No,
yeah,
man,
I don't
not
think
for
that.
me.
I don't think that achieves much though.
It'll appeal to all the PhDs out there that are like driving their Mercs and like, oh, I have a PhD. I'll only be trained by a PhD. People.
Not doing that.
Anyway,
Not that.
I mean, I think like we're not saying that uni's bad or good. We're just saying that.
I'm just saying it costs a lot. That's what I'm going to say, because I feel like you can, like now people are sort of filling the gap a little bit. I think the uni course, because I wanted to work in professional sport, I think that had heaps of holes, but now private people or private gyms or smart people are filling the gap and teaching you what you need to know. But you still need that degree, which is annoying. Like, if you're going to go work in professional sport, you need a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports.
But none of us are going to go work in professional sport.
That's what I'm saying. But I
So
think
to
it helps.
aspiring business owners, you might say, no, don't worry about going to uni. Just
I reckon
learn
do a business
yourself.
course,
You'll
bro.
learn fast. You'll learn faster and
Yeah.
you'll save money. That's what you're saying.
It's like-
but if you want to go and be qualified for a specific job that
Yeah.
you need a specific course for, then go to uni.
Yeah.
Is that the opinion
I guess
here?
that's what I guess. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I would still be in this situation if I didn't go to uni or not. But
Why do you think that?
I think I got smarter from uni. I learned how to manipulate people. Get people to do my work. That's a lifelong skill, man.
You think you got smarter from
Nah,
uni?
I think uni helped me. Even just when I was younger, I was 18-year-old PT making pretty good dollars, just milking the fact that I was going to uni for sports science, even though it didn't mean shit.
Right.
People thought it did.
Yeah. But you don't think, you say that because you've been and it's maybe not glamorous to you, but I've never been to uni. I don't even know what it's like. I imagine like you walk in and there's like, I don't know, do they knight you as you walk in? Like what is
you have to do a head tap on the way out.
a head tap? What's
yeah,
that?
you gotta like take your hat off and tap your hat. Have you not seen that?
Nah.
No, that's pretty lame.
Yeah.
But
That's not an everyday occurrence.
that's when you graduate.
That's when you graduate.
Yeah,
You don't-
yeah.
you
You got the
don't
whole
tap your head
gown
when you
and
leave.
thing going on
Yeah.
and...
Okay, hold on. We're going back before we end this. I met a lot of successful people at uni in this industry.
Great for networking.
Yes.
That's another good point.
That's what I meant.
Right.
Yeah.
In my uni degree, I would say there was a shitload of us, but there's probably 5 people that all own gyms. They're all doing really well. Is that a coincidence? Don't know.
Well,
No.
you're surrounding yourself. It comes
Yeah.
back to the competitors class and surrounding yourself with like-minded people.
It does.
We just need a cheaper option.
Yeah. So, like you're probably going to be more successful at your course if you complete your online course and you've got some other people that you can bounce ideas off of. And that's where doing a paid course helps, because you've got other people who are also completing the same course. And that's where that, personal connection and having somebody to talk to is going to enhance your ability to learn. Whereas if you're doing a self-directed course, if you're not super motivated, or if you get to a point where you don't understand something, there's no one to talk to help you along the way. And that's why having a structured course helps, because of the other people that are also learning the same thing at the same time. Right?
Yep, yeah. But I would say
for sure.
nowadays, there is definitely people who are giving you unreal value that applies to you. So, for example, my Hex is 40 grand, was $40,000 I owe for my uni course, or 39, whatever. I reckon you could spend 20 grand, half that, even a quarter. You could spend 10 grand on like 5 courses from people that are local that are doing what you want to do, that could probably teach you more specific things. That's all. But those people all went to uni as well. So, don't know. If you want to run courses one day, do you reckon you need to go?
The thing about online courses though right now for me is, because that's the route I'm choosing, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to uni.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I might in the future, who knows?
Yeah.
But I've got 100 doors to walk through, 1,000 doors.
Yeah.
I'm like, which one do I walk through? Okay, all right, fine. I've decided to walk through this door, the video editing door, go and do a course. 2 grand, gone. Oh, okay, yeah, learned a bit, no worries. Go and walk through another door, another door, another door, another door. That one was the right one, but that wasn't the wrong one. Like, it's self-directed. I'm directing myself on where to go with no roadmap. Whereas like uni, they're like, here's everything, and it's verified. It's like this is going to be you're going to be more knowledgeable and more put forward at the end of this, and we can guarantee that. So I think there is more of a guarantee there, and yeah, I think the networking part of it's huge as well. Like
networking's huge.
I think you know, if you being self-directed, it's like okay, I just started doing this course that's the Prescript L1 with Jordan who? Muscle Doc. Yeah, Jordan Shallow.
Yeah.
And he's really good because like he's a weapon, and like just listening to him, you get inspired, and you're like, and I'm like, you know, you're doing the course, you're traveling along with him, but you have access to this GOAT essentially in the industry, and so you know you absorb his knowledge, and then you go and take that into what you're doing, and it's cool. But
how was that course?
I'm just 1 week in.
Oh.
Yeah, I've done the introductory first part of it. We're going to go into week 2 now, waiting for the course book to rock up, because it was like a last minute decision. I'm like, all right, pulled the trigger, and it was like the day that the course started. Did it. But like that was $3,000 this course. Yeah, so it's like, or 2.8. But
yeah. And what's involved in this course?
So it's like 20 weeks.
20 weeks, that's good.
Yeah, decent. Yeah. Or it's like, they say 16 to 20 weeks, I should say, of like 1 hour lectures with Jordan Shallow. And then there's like tasks for you to complete. And then there's a test at the end. And you've got a course book to work through. And
do you get to do you talk to Shallow?
I think like I think he'll ask questions on the thing. But yeah, I don't think like... And then you could potentially answer them, but there's like 30 people on the Zoom call, so it's like, you could be that person.
Are you doing the Aussie?
I'm not sure. I like you just scroll through and there's not a flag or anything.
Oh, okay, that's not. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but like, I just watch it. Like he just records it, and I just watch it later because his runs at 11 p.m. and I'm asleep by then. So yeah, but I don't know. I'm all ears for if anyone's done cool online courses, because like. Yeah, I love learning and want to learn more. But I think where we got to this is the fact that like upskilling ourselves as business owners, because we are business owners, like we've got to be accountable and upskill to be able to go and learn these things and do these things well, or make enough money to hire people that already do it well and then deploy them in what we need to get better at.
Yeah,
i.e. marketing.
I wouldn't say we're bad at it. Anyways, we don't have to go on.
No, but just to level up.
Yeah,
there's a ceiling on what we can do now. And then there's like a professional in a field that can like elevate our ceiling.
That's why marketing is a job and people in big businesses all have a marketing team, right?
And they pay a lot of money for it too.
Because it's a skill. It's a skill.
Yeah.
And I guess as a small business owner, you've got to wear a lot of different hats. Yeah. You've got to have you might not be great at anything, but you've got to have some knowledge of a lot of different things. And eventually, as your business grows, then you can get someone else you can put that hat on someone else and go, now that's your job.
Yeah.
But I think we'll probably wrap up with saying we're looking forward to the 4th birthday party this weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit. Yeah,
this will come out after it.
Oh, well, or the morning of. People.
This morning of. Yeah. Because it's Sunday.
Oh yeah.
No, not will. Yeah, it will come up the morning of.
Oh well, these are the pre-tunes. This is the
podcast. This is the first birthday party that we've had on a Sunday,
which was not on purpose, but it's worked out really well because we have quarterfinals. Yeah. Because otherwise, like if it was a massive party Saturday night, the athletes 10 to 12 people that are the masters will just be in bed.
Or the 20% that don't care will be sending it.
But yeah, we'll just see how the Sunday goes. But
no, it should be lit. Throw us on your morning run. It should be fun. Anything you guys wanted to touch on? Anything clear up there?
No.
What was our 4 things? Let's just wrap that up. Yeah. Number 1 was I cannot
get a team to the game.
Team to the
games.
Number 2 is upgrade the gym and finish the gym. That was the...
Yeah. It's just like things for class.
Yeah. Things we want.
And then number 3 was the business goal of achieving 225 members.
Yeah, let's kick that.
And then our online program is number 4.
If you can help with any of that, contact us.
We love help. Help us out. Guys, thanks. That's been the Underway Podcast, episode 6.
Yep.
That's a wrap.
Boom.
Laters.
Peace.